Just days before he takes office, Mayor-elect Rahm Emanuel is outlining some big goals and ideas for his first 100 days in office.
And some of those ideas came from people like you, the public. Anita Padilla live at the Harold Washington Library in the Loop, where Emanuel just spoke a little while ago. Anita, good afternoon.
Hey, good afternoon to you, Jan and Patrick. You remember when Rahm Emanuel, or Mayor-elect Rahm Emanuel, won the mayor's race and he came out and he solicited ideas from the public? Well, all of those ideas were crunched, they were looked at and analyzed, and it has resulted in an agenda for the new administration. You know, Rahm Emanuel says he will not accept the status quo. He wants change. That's what voters want, and they want it in the areas of finances, public safety, schools, government costs, economic development, transparency and accountability, housing, and he wants to create an end to the food deserts. And he says that a lot of these programs, there's a lot of replication. He says he wants to get under the hood and look at all the parts of these programs. And so his transition team looked at all of these ideas, and what they had to do was form 8 different committees. They had 120 people working on this over the last 10 weeks, and 1,800 ideas did come in. 1,100 of them came from the public website. So people from the public were putting in these ideas, and he says they put it all to paper for a detailed action plan for the first 100 days in office, the first year, maybe even the first term.
I know from my experiences working for both President Obama and President Clinton in Congress, it is extremely easy to get, by the winds of every day and the currents, to get thrown off course. This lays out a detailed plan to make sure that we remember what our North Stars are as it relates to securing our streets. It makes sure that we maintain our North Stars as we think through and reinvent how government does its services, delivers its services, and makes sure that the taxpayers and the people that receive and the residents that receive these services are getting the best bang for their buck.
To give you an idea of what he's talking about, he says, you know, there's this program, a job training program that the city has. $350 million is allocated for that. So he really wants to look at where that money is going. He said another thing that he found really interesting was that some of the city employees, they get direct deposit. Well, in order to get their direct deposit, he found out that one person has to go around to 4 different people and get them to sign off on that direct deposit. He said, what's the point of having a direct deposit, and why is this person wasting all of their time? So these are the kinds of things that he says, you know, need change, status quo, just not going to do it when he takes over. So we are in for some big changes with all of these big ideas from you, the public. Reporting live, Anita Padilla, Fox Chicago News. Back to you both in the studio.
Okay, Anita, thank you. In the meantime, Mayor-elect Rahm Emanuel does continue to fill out his administration. The Sun-Times reports that Emanuel has tapped Felicia Davis to be his first deputy chief of staff. Davis spent 10 years as a Chicago police officer and won awards for bravery under fire and exceptional performance. Davis is currently a vice president at Kendall College.
Chicago's First Lady, Maggie Daley.